Ready to open the hood? UseTool for the tutorials.
And for car parts, the right idea is the Mr. Auto app. Easy, fast, and with better prices than on the website.
You will find the bulk pads used in the video exclusively on the Mr. Auto website and through the link in the description. Turn your engine off. Pull up the handbrake. Pull on the bonnet release lever and open the bonnet. In the area of the windscreen screen, remove the plastic cover by lifting the two plastic tabs. Open the brake fluid reservoir. In order to change the brake pads on your vehicle, you will have to raise the front of the car and take off the wheels. This will provide you with full access to the brake pads. Loosen the stud bolts on the front wheels. Raise the front of the vehicle. And put it in the two-axle stands. We strongly suggest watching the tutorial, raising a vehicle safely, before carrying out this step. You will then be able to take off the wheels. Don't forget to slide them under the vehicle. Turn the disc outwards. This will facilitate the process. Insert a flathead screwdriver to the outer extremity of the oblong hole located on the front of the brake caliper. Lift it off using the screwdriver as a lever by pulling it towards you. This will then push the piston in. Don't hesitate to push the screwdriver further in once the space between the pad and the caliper allows. Ensure that you've pushed the piston in as far as possible before moving on to the next operation. Using a flathead screwdriver, lift the holding spring on the pads, then take it out. Make sure you keep a finger on the spring during the operation to avoid it jumping out. Using a thin flathead screwdriver, remove the caps covering the caliper mounting bolts. Using a socket wrench and a 7mm Allen socket, undo the two caliper mounting bolts. You can now remove the pads. Tip: attach a piece of electrical cable or a piece of string to one of the coils on the suspension spring. To avoid damaging the brake hose, attach it to the suspension using the cable you have already attached. Using a wire brush, clean the brake caliper mount around the area where the pads will be placed.
All parts used in this tutorial are supplied by our trusted partners. These partners also help us create as many video tutorials as possible. Check them out in the description below.
You will find the bulk parts and products used in the video on the Mr. Auto site and in the link in the description. Take the new brake pads. Coat the end of the new pads with copper grease. Insert the new pad into the clevis by sliding it in. Remove the caliper and replace the pad on the piston side in the caliper. Put the brake caliper in place on the brake caliper mount, pushing it in as far as possible. Rescrew the caliper mounting bolts, ensuring that they're properly in their positions. Finish the tightening with a socket wrench and a 7mm Allen socket. Finish off the tightening with a torque wrench. Put the caps back in place, clipping them in as you do so. put the holding springs on the pads back in place. Ensure that the spring is fully inserted into the hole. You can now repeat the operation on the other side. Put the wheels of your vehicle back on and lower it to the ground. Before starting your car, don't forget to screw the brake fluid stopper back in. Be careful. Before using your vehicle again, start your car and pump the brake pedal a few times to bring the brake pads together again. Try to drive smoothly and avoid sudden braking for the first 50 kilometers or so to avoid glazing the new pads. Operation completed.
Hi, it's Theo from UseTool. I hope this video has helped you a lot in your car maintenance. We will be super grateful if you could spread the word so that we can produce even more tutorials. Simply give us a like, a comment, and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us boost the channel and help the whole community. Thanks a lot and have a great one.